Okay, hi YouTube, Mr. Who's a Boss here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my top Android apps and games of June 2014. So this video is requested by Joe Bob, so yeah, awesome idea. Right, so number 5 on the list is GT Racing 2, so this is a really good app, and to be honest, I think it's probably one of the best racing games I've ever seen. I'd say it's better than all the Asphalt games and better than the Need for Speed games, just because firstly the graphics are really nice, but secondly it doesn't shove in-app purchases in your face every 2 minutes. Yes, they are present as this is a free game, but you know, it's less intrusive than it was in other games. Also, the graphics are just gorgeous. I mean, as you can tell, the lightings, the models, the textures, they're all really top notch, and this looks like a console game. On top of that, lots of the cars actually feel different. Not all of them, like some do feel a bit similar, but most cars have their own unique feel. You know, the engine makes some really aggressive sounds, and you can really feel the road, which is, you know, it's kind of the aim of a racing simulator like this. I mean, this isn't one of those over-the-top flashy racing games with weapons and carts and that kind of thing, but I guess it's appealing to a different audience, and it really is one to try out, especially because it's free. So yeah, GT Racing 2. Right, so the second app is called Timely, and this is probably the best timekeeping app I've ever seen. So this keeps alarms, stopwatches, timers, everything, and it does it in such a beautiful way. So as you can see, it's got a gorgeous interface. You know, it's got customizable color moving backgrounds, and to be honest, there's just so much you can do here. You know, for example, features like Smart Rise, where you can make the alarm initially quiet and then rise louder and louder until you wake up and turn it off. I mean, you can even solve maths problems to actually stop the alarm. I mean, there's just so much here that you can actually do. You know, even just within the available ringtones, it's sorted them into instrumental, harmonic, uplifting, and all sorts of different varieties of stuff here. So this is really good stuff, and to be honest, it's a joy to use. I mean, it's very rare to actually get apps that, you know, feel this polished. It's also synced between different devices, even Apple devices if you have the same app on there. We can also change whether or not the alarm sets off on different days or just on one day, and you can make it a regular thing or just a one-off. We also have the stopwatch and the timer, which is, again, really cool stuff, which means that you can use one app to literally keep all of your timekeeping. So yeah, it's great stuff. Right, so the next one is a game, and this is called Kingdom Rush Frontiers, and this is 69p I think, and to be honest, it's really worth it. Now, two things to note. Firstly, the game does actually have in-app purchases still, but they are definitely non-essential, and they're sort of, you know, useful additions for people who really are interested in the game, and you can sort of decide whether or not you want to buy them once you've actually realized how much you like this game, because I'm pretty sure you will like it. The second thing is that it doesn't support full screen mode in KitKat devices, so as you can see there's a black bar where my buttons are, which is a little bit annoying, but it's something you kind of forget about after a bit of usage. Right, so coming into the game itself, it's really addictive. It's one of the best tower defense games I've ever played. There's a lot of depth to the gameplay, and although there's only 4 towers initially, you know, you unlock new heroes, you unlock increasingly powerful upgrades for your towers, and the game does get a whole lot more complex. There's reinforcements you can summon, like extra troops or Armageddon, and these just add another depth to the tower defense experience. Now I know tower defense is one of those really popular genres, and there's loads of games on it, but this is really one of the better ones. So the fourth app we're going to take a look at is called Free Fonts, and this is kind of like an obvious one really, but it's something that a lot of people don't think of for some reason, is that this app actually allows you, and there's tons that do it like this, and this is just an example of one of them, but it allows you to change the fonts on your phone. Now this can actually give you a surprisingly refreshing look, and you know, it makes the dull menus that you're used to just a little bit more exciting to look at. You know, there's tons you can pick out of, and yeah, it's just a really cool idea, which I think is, you know, a useful feature of Android, is the ability to sort of let third-party apps actually change first-party features. So yeah, that's Free Fonts, and again, there's loads of apps like that, so you don't need to get this one in particular, and all of them will do the trick. So the last app I want to show you is called Facets. Now Facets is quite an unusual app, and it actually got a lot of publicity upon release. So Facets is basically like a glorified wallpaper selector, and it has some really great pieces of art. I mean, you pay initial price of 69p, and that gives you access to all 365 pieces of art. So the artist who made the app actually released one piece of art every single day for a whole year. so you can actually access all of those and set them as your wallpapers, you know, profile pictures, all those sorts of things. And you can, you know, they're really, really nice to look at, colourful, bright, and pretty interesting. And for those people with OCDs, most of them are symmetrical, so, you know, you get that nice sort of clean look when you actually apply them. So there already are loads of free wallpaper apps on Android, but this one really is a step above them and is worth the asking price. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more.